Hi, I'm John, the Minister of Visitation at Faith Presbyterian Church, and I'd like to talk to you a minute about what happens on Monday in Holy Week when Jesus comes to the temple. He comes to spend time with God and to fellowship with other worshipers, much as we do when we come to worship on Sunday morning. He expects to hear the scriptures shared and have an opportunity to feel God's presence, a quiet time to worship and praise God. Instead, he finds a marketplace full of commotion. And as he looks around, he shouts out to the people that this is not right. This is not what God's house is all about. God's house, this temple, this synagogue, this church should be a place for prayer, not a place of commerce. Today we see an unexpected side of Jesus. After he chases the buyers and sellers away, he actually overturns their tables. At first glance, this is not the teacher, the helpful, gracious, and precious God that we expect. Not today. Yet we find that as he sets the people straight, he's continuing to teach. Prayer, people, prayer is what it's all about. He reminds them what Isaiah said 700 years before, that God's house is to be a house of prayer, but they have turned it into, as he calls it, a den of robbers. Of course they know, or at least they should know. When the prophet Isaiah spoke about God's house, he not only talked about prayer, he also told us who is welcome in God's house. God's house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples, he wrote. Today, Jesus is reminding them and us that God considers a place of worship important and that God desires that God's house be a place where all people can come and be welcome to pray and to be with God. Not only the select few, but anyone who honestly wants to worship God. Jesus is stressing inclusion. He's stressing the importance of prayer as well. See you in church.